Welcome to lesson 4, 9-grid planning. Now this lesson's gonna be a bit shorter. We're just gonna do a quick skim across this content because I did an entire full other training with this in a live broadcast series. It was one of my challenges. So we actually have the recordings of that entire challenge. I think it was 5 days. We have that in the bonus section of this course. So if you wanna dive really deep into creating the perfect 9-grid to tell your story, please visit that. There's a button below this video where you can check that out. I do want to touch on it here though, because it might be a step that would be beneficial for you before you start creating your editorial calendar to visit the training on this 9-grid planning so you can kind of wrap your mind around telling a story visually. Now, what is a 9-grid? When I refer to a 9-grid, it's a collection of images that are 3 across and 3 down as they're displayed on your Instagram feed. That's how Instagram's laid out, 3x3 squares. Or actually not 3x3, 3 by unlimited, but it's just 3 across. So when you first click over on somebody's feed, you usually see their first 9-grid, the very first impression of what you get. So the idea of having the perfect 9-grids is to make sure when someone actually discovers you on Instagram, they click over and they see your bio photo, your profile, and then your very first set of 9 images. That is compelling enough to make them click the follow button, and that's what the training is all about. Now, using this 9-grid method really embraces that magazine mentality that I heard first from Hillary Rushford in her Instagram training. She talked about your Instagram feed as your magazine. It's a visual representation of what you're all about. And so the 9 grids, each 9-grid section can be thought of as a separate article, and you have 9 different opportunities to tell that same story and build it out creatively. The resource for this lesson is a 9-grid planner. You can download it below. There is another one in the bonus section, but this one's branded to all the other downloads that you have. So if you're trying to keep it brand consistent, which I always love, you can go ahead and download this version, or you can go ahead and download the one that's in the bonus section. The idea is to look at the worksheet and see that you have those 9 spaces available to tell that one story. You're gonna put your overarching story at the very top, and then you're gonna write down different ideas of content that you can share to tell that story. Like I said before, please visit that bonus section because it does go much further in depth about how to use this 9-grid planner and think about your Instagram in those chunks of storytelling. Now we're gonna zip on over to lesson 5.